guys, it is Tanya and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another speed build. Today I'm back with a really small retail lot. You might find this familiar looking if you were at my stream this past weekend. We started working on this little kind of novelty shop. I feel like a lot of people have seen these. I've definitely seen them when you're driving about and you're kind of in the middle of nowhere or just on a strip of highway and there's one of these off to the side. It's colorful, it's got a lot of outdoorsy type stuff, but a lot of just random stuff. This is where you're gonna go and buy your flamingos and your wind chimes, maybe some plants, maybe some like little trinkets and souvenirs for your kids for the road trip you're on. That's kind of what I wanted to make. So this is like a tiny novelty shop and it's very cluttered. This is my favorite type of build to do. I've mentioned before some of my favorites had been the antique shop I had made, or it was more like a pawn shop. I've also done a junkyard and like a bunch of stuff like that. So this is in the same vein and I had a lot of fun with it. Like I had mentioned, I did part of it on stream. And then I had to redo some of it because we had so many technical difficulties during the last stream. I think it's an influx of people online right now because everyone's home and using the internet to work from home because I was having issues and so was everybody else. And so I had to recreate a lot of this to turn this into a build, and then I finished it off. But it was so much fun to put this together and I hope you guys do like it. It does come out to be 51,000 simoleons and I did place it in Glimmerbrook on the Glimmerbrook watch lot, which is a 30 by 20 lot. So if you were curious as to where that is placed, but we're adding a ton of clutter, just all kinds of random things. I really liked those little panda statues that came with toddler stuff. I thought those looked like the right kind of arts and crafts feel I was going for out here. And I feel like I just got to use a lot of items I don't typically use. I flat out did not know that we had that birdhouse from Get Together. I knew about the one next to it, but the Get Together one is so cute and I need it. Like I just really, really need that in my life, and I'm probably going to start adding that to builds more often. I'd like to do something more in that style, something in like a more Tudor style or something in Windenburg at some point that's fitting the style of the town. So hopefully that'll be sometime soon. But honestly, I have so many different things on my to-do list / ideas list. So we shall see. And one of those things that's on my list for this week that I'm not looking forward to is doing my own shell challenge. So hopefully that'll be sometime soon. I'm dreading it a little bit. I kind of made a ridiculous shell. I posted a video about it if you guys haven't seen that yet. I thought having a really challenging shape would be really fun for all of us. So if you're interested in partaking in a really ridiculous shell challenge, I posted a video a couple of days ago. I can link that down below or put it in the comments or something. I'd love to see what you guys can do with it, but I'm also going to do it for myself and I'm a little afraid. I made it for myself, so you know, I only have myself to blame, but I'm terrified. So that should be fun. But anyway, back to this build. I really enjoyed putting these carpets outside that are from Toddler Stuff. They're supposed to be like cute playtime picnic picnic blankets. There we go. That's what I was looking for. But I felt like they worked really well as kind of what you might put outside during a yard sale. And I thought maybe on nice days they bring some of the stuff outside, or maybe neighbors come by, or certain people, they have like a little tag sale day or like a flea market day. Or maybe they just sell stuff out there. I don't know, but I really, really liked that idea. So that's what I went ahead and did. And then we have the little fenced in area off to the side, which is where the outdoor trash can and the flower arranging table is. I did think about having this divider with the glass on the inside, but I got rid of it in the end. But we're going to paint the outside first, which ends up being relatively neutral. There's a pop of orange over on the side, and then part of it is blue as well. And I think it looks really nice. I didn't want it to be too over the top colorful, the building, because there was already a lot of color between the door, the column, and a lot of the stuff everywhere. And I think I got a pretty good mixture of like toned down and bright in your face colorful Is that a word? Colorfulness. I'm going to use it regardless. But I also added a pond out here, and I don't think it's on camera, but I add a beekeeping box out back as well. So you can do some fishing, you can plant some flowers, you can do some flower arranging. There's a lot you can do on this lot, and then you can put those things for sale if you'd like to, if you do run this as a retail lot as it was intended to be. I did set the lot type to be a retail lot. However, I did not place any of the items inside or outside for sale. I figured I would leave that up to you guys if you do decide to download this build. That way you can decide which items you want there to be on the lot no matter what, versus which one Sims can come by and purchase. Because I also alt placed a lot of things, so some things are going to be easier to set for sale than others, but I figured I would leave it that way so you guys can personalize it to whichever way, or customize it to whatever way you'd like to have it. And if you'd like to download this lot, it is available on the Sims 4 gallery if you search Gryphi or the hashtag MsGryphi. That information is also in the description down below, as well as a direct download link to the gallery website if it's easier for you to download it that way. So I hope you guys like it. We're about to get clutter centric, like crazy clutter in the interior of this build. There's a lot outside, and I think I add quite a bit more later, but inside, yeah, I had fun with this. Like, I thought I was almost done with this build once I got the outside done, and then I somehow spent like 2 hours on the inside, so yeah. Anyway, there is a lot of paintings, a lot of flowers, tapestries galore, just weird knickknacks. You'll see them pop up all around. Just, you could buy whatever you want here. There's so many random items. Like, you really don't know what to expect when you walk in. And there's a coat rack by the door, which ends up having storage on it because, you know, you got to put stuff for sale there too. Somebody comes in, wants to hang up their coat, they can. But, like, don't break the things we have there because those are for sale. And also, you know, we might sell your coat. Sorry. I don't know. I had so much fun with this one. There's a flamingo. I never use the flamingo in my builds, and I kind of want to because he's so cute. I really need to. There's so many different builds I want to do, and I got to fit the flamingo in. I also want to do some more Tudor styles houses like I mentioned earlier. I feel like there's a lot of things that I'm just like, I gotta figure it out. And the flamingo is definitely one of them. If you guys can think of any type of house that would have that in front of them, let me know, because I feel like I've never actually seen that in real life. But in The Sims, it's adorable. I've seen them for sale in real life, but I've never actually seen somebody using one. Have you? Does your house have one? Do you know somebody that does? Very curious, because it's always been like a thing I see in real life, but I've only ever seen implemented in The Sims. So anyway, we're just adding some more stuff to the shelves over by the register, making it nice and cluttered. Got a little kitty statue up there. I thought about adding the bowling pin, but something about it didn't fit. But here we are adding some like oranges and crates and stuff over by the coat rack. And then adding a ton of clutter to this shelf over here, which is from Island Living. I also added the plate and silverware set in those baskets. I thought that looked really cool. And then these little stones. So I added all of the crystals and I put them up on this little rack here. I was kind of thinking this is that area in a lot of random stores you go into, especially like truck stops or like gift shops and stuff, that it has like a bag you can grab, like a little velvet bag, and all the different stones or crystals, and it's like $5 for this price, and you put them in the little velvet bag, and that's your little souvenir of all these little stones or crystals. So that's kind of what I was trying to replicate with that area, but the rest of it is super random, but they have that section. It's probably a random collection of stones there anyway, but I thought that was very reminiscent of the places that I have visited. So that's what we did there, and we're just adding some more clutter, maybe some souvenirs. You might want this because you traveled through Willow Creek and you saw it. And yeah, I don't know. We're just adding a bunch more. There's not much you can say about clutter. It's like, and now we're adding more clutter. There's just so many different things. Oh, I really like how the bathroom came out though. It's pretty simple. I tried to make it look a little cluttered, but like not too much, because why would it be? But I wanted it to have everything you would need, be a little bit decorated. And then I also decided to store the dustpan and broom in here. That made sense to me to have a little bit of storage as well as cleaning supplies in here. So that's pretty much all that room is. And then we're back outside finishing up some landscaping, and we're almost done with this build. Like, I think we're done with clutter finally. So that's exciting. We're just gonna, well, actually we're not. We're gonna add more outdoor clutter. We're done with the inside. We're gonna add some grills out here. I thought about adding a fountain, but I don't think we did in the end. Added an umbrella so anyone working out here can make sure they're nice and cool and not getting, if you're a vampire, you know, hide from the sun a little bit, or just hide from the sun in general, because it can get really hot outside when you're staying outside all day, especially in the summer. If you've ever worked like a garage sale or a yard sale in the summer, I've realized that everyone has different names for these. Yard sale, garage sale, tag sale. Curious what you call it. Anyway, when you're outside for long periods of time like that, I would love to have an umbrella all the times I've done that. But yeah, we're just finishing that up here, adding a sign to the top, and then we're going to be going on into screenshots. I hope you guys liked this build. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications to be notified of every single time I upload a new video. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I will talk to you soon. Hope you enjoy the screenshots and have a fantastic Tuesday. Bye, guys.